What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be reacting to
some Led Zeppelin.
So now the last one we did was "You Shook Me," and we got shook by that last one.
For real.
So now we're gonna go through the comments. Do we plan on staying on the first album?
Yeah. I think
we're still going through.
There's one more on the album. Okay. We can either go straight to the album.
Oh yeah, there is. I think it's the last one on the album. I don't got my phone to look. Where's my phone? Is it open? Yeah, hand me my phone over there.
Oh, I see it.
I can look it up.
Bam.
How many more times? Is it?
Yeah, that's it for real.
Yep.
What else is left? That's it on the album?
That's the last one. No, we haven't done everything on the album.
But that's the last one that really gets suggested.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to do, what's it called?
How many more times?
All right, we're going to do how many more times. We think that's the last major suggested one off of this album. If somebody feels like, or if a bunch of people say, no, you missed one, you got to do this one.
Yeah.
Put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Because we're going to move to Zeppelin 2 after this. And if this is the first time that you're seeing us do a Zeppelin reaction, check out our playlist. We went through a lot of the Zeppelin 1.
Okay, here we go. This is How Many More Times, the last song off of the legendary Led Zeppelin 1.
All right, so we know how they began this. We know how the middle of this album was. What song do you think?
How could they possibly end it? How there's no going out with a bang. You can't get a bigger bang than
what they've already
Dazed and
done.
Confused and You Shook Me, right?
That's what I'm wondering. But I mean, if you were making an album, especially back in the day, I don't know what they would think, how they thought, but it seems like you would always want to put one of your best songs as the last.
Yeah,
song.
like Rocket Queen with
I do like that
Guns
song
N'
as
Roses.
the last one.
Yeah, that's the last one I want.
Yeah,
higher. Yeah. But all
right, let's see.
Let's see what we're about to hear. All right, this is How Many More Times by Led Zeppelin.
Oh, okay. A little faster.
How many more times treat me the way you wanna do? How many more times treat me the way you wanna do? Well,
go pause it right
this
there.
song is good.
Goodness.
I don't think I've ever heard a song use the cymbal like they did at the beginning of this song. Boy, he was just like.
That's it. He spams them cymbals a lot on this album.
Yeah.
Because on the Dazed and Confused, the whole solo is during the entire solo is fire. But
he's just killing it.
But he's killing it so fire. But man, what you got to say? Say first? We got a lot. I know we got a lot to say.
This sounds like one of those songs where, man, it's like a 4-part song. Like we don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Like
next.
chapters.
Yeah, because look, to me the very beginning sounded very distinct, and then whenever Robert Plant started singing, it got real. It was just Robert kind of, which is real still. And one of the things I noticed about this is, like, you know, when you listen to some bands, like we just did The Doors, The End, right? Or you know, we do a lot of Rush, and man, dude, the lyrics are like. I mean, the actual sentences are in depth. Robert Plant's got like 3 words a sentence. He'll just say a few things like, "Baby, you gonna love me."
Yeah.
And you're like, "What?" I feel like he just sang like 15 things
for real.
just for saying one thing.
True.
And so that's one of the things I noticed is for him, dude, his voice is higher than the lyrics. Like it's more like brings more quality than just the actual lines.
Yeah, that's true.
Of course, Jimmy Page is putting on a freaking super show. He's going out.
I would say that this song, man, it really shows off the guitar, or it really shows off the singer. It shows off everything. It's like if you want to like learn an instrument or learn to sing anything in rock, play this and study whatever that instrument is in this song, and just study it on this one.
Well, what about the bass? It's the only. And sometimes when we hear
the
a
bass
song,
I hear it. You don't hear it.
I hear it, but sometimes I'm like, I didn't really hear it. And then the next time after we do the reaction, I listen again. I like hearing it.
Everything they're doing. He's keeping up with them, and he's just staying in the background, but he's there though.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. If they sound like they're moving into the next chapter or book or whatever you want to say. The next part of the song.
All right, let's go.
Oh, but what do you think about the distortion that he's using? It's
a strong.
It's a little
distortion.
different than the rest of the album.
I was thinking during it, I was like, man, it sounds like their amp is like so trash. It's like, not that it sounds bad, but the amp, it just sounds so like, you know, just like not very good.
Yeah, because
it sounds awesome though.
Man, I don't know. You guys tell us in the comments. I'm not sure how much like
the amp sounds so like broke down.
Yeah, did they have a board like with knobs and stuff where they could mix stuff, or were they just like putting an amp and then, hey, give me that speaker, put a speaker in front of this amp.
That's true.
And so were they like, I like how this amp, no, bring that amp over here, that one, put it up here, I want this sound, or you know,
it's so distorted.
To me, I think that's how they were doing it, but I don't know. I don't know how. I'm not sophisticated enough about the way they recorded it to know. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Listen to this.
I was a young man, I couldn't resist. Started thinking it over, just what I had missed. I got another child on the way that makes me laugh. Oh my God.
Bro, they definitely had to have a major soundboard or something, because those drums at the end, they definitely go to this here, then back to this here, and then back. What do you have to say about, man? How did he get that noise in that one part of the guitar? Did you, that one part that he was doing?
Where it was like almost like a frequency almost. Yeah, it was, I mean, it sounded like, not a guitar, it just sounded like a radio frequency.
Well, we know that they used the harp, you know, like a violin harp on, or a cello harp or something on his guitar on Dazed and Confused. Yeah. Maybe he brought something like that out again, but something was going on. Tell us in the comments, how did he get that sound? I know everybody had to, the first time they heard this, say, how is he making that sound?
Yeah, I know I was. I don't know. I still don't know how he made that noise with the guitar.
That song is an awesome ending to the album and makes you want more. And
it does.
I wonder if I think they said, didn't they say Led Zeppelin 1 and 2 came out the first year? Or am I getting that confused with Black Sabbath, where they came out with like 2 albums the first year?
They came out with 2 in '69, I think.
That's what I was thinking. So that means, in essence, they basically pretty much had a double album.
Yeah,
they could have been one double album.
What if this one goes like perfectly into the next one, you know?
I would think, we're going to find out, because we're going to, you know, go into Led Zeppelin 2, but I would think it would sound similar in the sense that they may have had, you know, 20 songs, and they were like, look, we're going to do this album, we're going to use this for this album. We're not going to, you know, obviously we're not putting out a double album to begin with. But when it comes to debut albums, I can see why people say this is the best debut of all time. Tell us in the comments, who has a better debut album than this? We talked about it in the car. We talked about it some. We think Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction is a heavy contender for our debut album. That album is smoking.
Every song is a banger.
Every single song. But it's not as experimental as Zeppelin's.
And this was the 60s? This came out in the 60s?
They weren't imitating anyone, obviously. Well, I guess they're imitating some blues. But their sound was so far ahead. Did you hear? Here goes Robert with that awesome rock and roll scream again.
Yes.
That
scream was...
the prototype rock and roll scream.
Mm-hmm.
So in that way, as much as I'm a huge Guns N' Roses fan, I got to give it to Zeppelin for the debut album. What I want to know is, does Robert Plant write the lyrics? Because we learned that Geezer writes the lyrics.
I'm sure he does. I could go to iTunes and go scroll to the bottom.
Well, I like to hear the commenters tell us. Does Robert Plant write the lyrics? Because it sounds, the way the lyrics are, it sounds like he writes them. It sounds like the song is written and then he adds the lyrics over it. Will you guys tell us how he does it? Because it sounds like what a 19-year-old would be singing about. Rosie. Who is Rosie?
Rosie?
Rosie, I want to see a picture of her. Who is she? Boy, she inspired. Is she the one who...
Is that the woman made below?
Is that the one that shook him? Is that the Dazed and Confused? And then lastly, is this the one, How Many More Times, Rosie?
No, is that the woman made below from Dazed and Confused? Is that the one, I'm going to leave you?
Because he names her in this one. He says her name.
Yeah.
So I'd like to know. That was cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, we gonna end it here. That was How Many More Times by Led Zeppelin. Tell us what to react to next, and we're out. Peace.